Stolen land, stolen land, stolen land. Give it back to the people, give them back their land, all this shit. I keep hearing the same exact thing over and over again. And usually it comes out of the mouth of a white woman, a liberal white woman. And you know how I feel about that. For this video right here, we have a young woman basically going over her idea of stolen land and no one's illegal on stolen land, everything like that. The things that we've been hearing for the past, 8 to 10 months, right? And I don't think she's off. So let's jump right in.
I heard a girl in my class talking to a classmate saying, well, they should just give us our land back in reference to deportation. I look over, this girl is white and blonde. The whole nobody is illegal on stolen land argument is bullshit. First of all, not one single place, not one single city, country, anything on this earth is owned by its original owners. Second of all, the part of Mexico that is now the US was bought. Third of all,
yeah, she's 100% right. I mean, I've talked about that in a previous video. They keep saying, oh, this land was Mexico land. No. You lost it in the war. There's a whole thing, you should look it up, called the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, right? It literally shows exactly what happened during that part of time. Well, it gives you a best estimate, right? As to the stipulations, what happened after that war, the Mexican-American War. So when people kept saying that, all I'm hearing is, I'm stupid and I don't look things up and I repeat things that other people say. If you just looked it up, you would see that it wasn't stolen. They bought it. And then not only that, they gave the original inhabitants, who were probably of Mexican descent, the chance, hey, look, you can go to Mexico or you can stay here and we'll grant you immediate citizenship. I love having conversations with people that don't know shit. Because once I hear them say something, then I'm just like, oh, you definitely don't know what you're talking about.
The Native American land that was stolen was conquered, which is kind of just how the world worked at the time. And by the way, Native American tribes conquered land from each other. So I don't see you talking to other Native Americans saying, oh, you should give your land back to that tribe, because you don't care. If no one is illegal on stolen land, just go to North Korea, see how that theory holds up. Go there with no papers. You'll probably be stuck there forever if you're not killed. No one is illegal on stolen land, but I'm gonna call the cops when you're on my lawn. Additionally, every single nation on this earth, there is not a single one that does not practice deportation. And the only country
I feel like there's one that maybe doesn't. This doesn't invalidate her argument, but I like to be very clear when I say things or when I have other people say things. She might be right about that. Yes, they have more strict deportation regulation and immigration regulation than they have more loose ones. And the two that I always use when it comes to loose and more strict, Poland, like you can't come over there legally. You should look it up. I don't know if they still do it, but last time I checked, you trying to come over legally. They play no games. Then the more loose ones is like over there in Ireland in the UK, right? Where from what I've seen and what's been talked about from the Irish people is that you could just walk in and then you do your own thing. They don't really care. Not to say they don't care, but it's very lax. You know what I'm saying? We're somewhere in the middle. No matter what people might say, we're somewhere in the middle. Just about every piece of land that you see has been conquered and taken over by someone else. I'm not saying it's correct. That was just a different time back then. But that's just the reality of the situation. We can't sit here and be like, oh, well, that's not fair. You're right, it's not fair. But that's what happens when you're conquered. Look at Australia. You think those are the original inhabitants? No, it's not. It's not. New Zealand? No. China? Come on now. If you know anything about Chinese history, you know that the people that live in there now, for the most part, not the original inhabitants. Look, I could go all day about it, but she's not wrong.
With people that are whining and complaining about it for whatever reason is the US. I just think it's absolutely wild that Democrats are living in the United States of America and all they want to do is divide. All they think about is race. That's all they think about. They see people supporting deportation and automatically assume, oh, so you hate Mexicans? Babe, why do you think Mexicans are the only people being deported? That's on.
And you see, I brought this up in a previous video, right? Where people kept saying, oh, Mexican this, Mexican that, Latinos this, Latinos that. I was like, no one put a name or put a face to it except for you. Right? Because something I noticed during the protests, right? And even now I still see it. They kept waving the Mexican flag. I'm like, okay, last time I checked, it's not only Mexicans being deported. So why is it that we only see a Mexican flag? Why is it that you made the face of deportation and illegal immigration Mexicans when they're sending a whole slew of people back home? That was the part that confused me. We see it's not only Mexicans. So that's the stuff that I'm seeing that I'm just like, okay, why are people doing this? And they're like, oh, well, they being racist. Like, no, you're the one that put it in people's mind. No one told you how to go fly the Mexican flag.
On you for that assumption. If you don't want to live in a safe country, go ahead. We'll let anyone in. We won't do background checks. We won't kick anyone out. See who comes in. See who comes in and takes advantage of us. Because deportation is how we keep our country safe. And no, I am not saying that all illegal immigrants are unsafe. Most of them are very good people. But what I am saying is you cannot just let hundreds of thousands of people into this country without any background checks, any vetting, anything. You guys scream, oh, guns should be harder to get, and yeah, they should, but you don't think that it should be hard to get into the country. Make it make sense.
She's absolutely right. A lot of people on that side, I guess, believe guns should be harder to get, but then when it comes to getting in, they're just like, oh, well, no one's illegal, or if they're here, just let them stay here. No, that's not how that works. The rules are rules for a reason. I personally don't believe that the majority of them are out here just trying to do bad, but you have to remember that few people slip in. But if we have a system like how we do now, even though it is not the best, if we have a system to filter those people out, why not use it? When you come through illegally, you just destroy the whole system of that. This whole no one's illegal on stolen land shit is fucking stupid, because no, that's not how it works. Yes, back then this was stolen, everything like that, or conquered, whatever you want to call it, but we're living in the here and now, the 2025. And we have borders and we have lines to separate us from other nations for a reason, and you have to abide by that. We have rules and regulations set up today showing that you have to go through a proper system. It may not be the best system, but it's a proper system of how to get into this country legally. If you come here legally, you have to leave. Nothing, I don't think that's controversial. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's some great injustice being done to people, but that's just how it is. Well, you guys already know the drill. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Comment down below, tell me your thoughts. How do you feel about this? You know, do you feel like she's off? Do you feel like she's wrong? Also, look into the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, right? And stop saying that dumb shit about it was stolen from Mexico. No, it was bought. So stop saying that dumb shit. But that's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.